LALECHELALECHE, parity, not patriarchy. Past, present, futures. Here's we are again to the Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Secretariats, and more is very specials are coming very most soons. And that's what we like to call ourselves, and all of us, everyone's, including Jews. But in order to connect our names and purposes to other archetypal languages of phrases and histories on this our homes and all our planets, past, present, futures, and contacts, we also call ourselves other names, such as including ever young's goddesses and gods. Now, does that mean we're trying to become a pantheon above others? No, of course not. What we are delivering is divine democracies, so that all the Elohas and Elohims, all the Eli circles and everways, all the females and males, all the souls that God has created and incarnated, past, present, and futures, can be reunited again back and forth in circles, times, in balance and contact for heavens on this all earth. Does that in any way suggest that we're trying to usurp the ever-loving authorities and powers of the one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe? No, of course not. There is only one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe, ever-present in all creations and all sustainings, including us, and all that we knows and has ever known, and shall ever known, past, present, futures, all of our families and communities, all the females reparatively, and all the females and males equally reparatively, with the eyes in it, and all of the flora and fauna that Goddess God has given us to co-stewards and appreciates. And so we says, Namaste is the divines with us, speaks the divines with the yous and alls. And we says, Mikotuya, Oyasin, Mikotuya, Kosifros, we are all related, we are annies and alls, and everyone's all related, and because we know that we are all related, we cans and shells and cans come together, going back and forth in circles, times, and balance, and contact for heavens on the small earth. And we also says, Comingsz Amapax, Bahava, L'chaim, Shalom, Salom, Sol, Mirapache, Shalom, and Salam, Sol, Mirapache, Merci, Ubuntu, back and forth to American release before it's after journeys, Mercies, Chalish, Fans, Vags, Sayonara, Das Vidanias, Chinquez, Namaste, and of course, Trios and Good Days, and Sayonara, there's lots more, and so that we all says that's a loves and it lives every young's lungs and prospers everyone's and all's on the solar planets, and it's heavens and all this and all earths, and also because we notice that we are all creators of star stuff, and because we are integrating into our ways of thinking and modes of doings, the ancient wisdoms, kindness and wisdom of ancient civilizations, especially the lengthy Magdalenian anthropological era, and of course of Atlantis, Thrace, Ubuntu, back and forth to medical analysis, more please, Hesperides, and of course, Vedics and Druidics, and lots more, so that we all says, let's loves and lives ever youngs, prospers, and everyone, ever youngs and alls on the solar planets. And so therefore we also call ourselves other names, such as co-white cat buffaloons, co-changing women, Iroquois, goddess clan mothers, in fact, co-sister Kazinas and co-cousin brothers of the clans and gens right us. We call ourselves co-Rishis and Yumayas, co-Kalki, co-Abamari, co-Abakashtas, co-Quanyans Buddhists, co-Zayashans, co-Messiahs, and co-Couszmic Chrisztsz. Now, don't let these names intimidate you. In ancient languages, they simply translate to anointed. Anointed to do what? To bring together kindness and wisdom, the divine feminines, the divine masculines, past, present, futures, cosmically used nows, for heavens on all earths via divines, democracies, reals democracies. And so, we also, therefore, call ourselves other names, such as co-Christmases, in all seasons, especially all these springs. We call ourselves co-volunteering new times, co-happy new years, co-cupids, co-psyches and analysis, co-astrolarians, co-eastalians, co-astrolarians, and co-eastalians, because we are combining the messages of Shushan, that is 50-50 promise fulfilled and delivered, with that of the Galilee, that is the Mongolians and Nazarenes equally, all the females reparatively, and all the females and males equally reparatively, and all of the apostle families and connecting them to the ancient heritage, of course, of Atlantis, Vedics, letters was also called Hesperides, Thrace, Latidis, Pleiades, and of course, Ubuntu, Furries, Vedics, Druidics, and more. So we call ourselves very real stargates, Atlantis, of reborns, nativities, and always risen springs, and contacts for heavens on this whole earth. And last shall be first teams of very real Stargate and Star Trek for parity, peace, cultures, heavens and all earths in contact. Now, it sounds like a Tajik test of co-occurrence over the stargates and the Akashic records for reborn sons and humanities, but actually it's easily accomplished via the New Millennial Golden Rule, which you can read at 5050now.wordpress.com, and just next week read the 11 steps for easily accomplished strategies for making us and thus sows. And you'll also see a page on the website called Among the Representatives, use, and use, because use two shells and cans and shells, twos and twos. Join us to be Comingsz Equinoxtrueqsz Co-Secretary General's Goes for Us, and you can see our names and pictures there. You can't see all of them, and we have yours too. We have our family trees, and yours are represented by picture frames, and we start genealogically and genealogically. First go first with our great and grandmothers, and then equals all the Shakitas currently of our families, and then equals, and especially the leading us into the new times, our younger generations of Elohaz and Elohims, always circles and always females and males, and so you can see our names and pictures there, and we'll say some of them, that's all, and we have a Jiganose, and Queen Esther, and all the Iroquois, Iroquois, got grandmothers, and in fact, more recently, Barbara Herschel, Lydia Costanza, and Virginia, and Lydia of Laundry New Times. And of course, we have our co-white calf women, of course, Myrtle, Rosemary, and Pearl, and especially Ma Patricia Sunflowers, and equally Martha Myrtles and Sophies, and Anna Singular Crickets, and Lilies, and Laura's lots more there. And of course, we have our Ubuntu's families, our Josephines, and Lena Gaels, and Goggies, our Amazing Graces, Sicilins, Belindas, and lots more there. And of course, we have our Lights families, our Bonnies and Sylvies, lots more there. We have our Selene families, Ellens and Hannahs, lots more there. And of course, our Nurse and Church, our Brands, and our Hearts, our reintertwining Venetians and Marians, our Magdalens and Nazarenes, that is Estrella Libertina, Estrella, and lots more there. And especially as Harriet, Radiant May, and Sarah Harriet, and traveling back and forth in Circle, Simon, Clarity Claire, Jubilant Jacqueline, Precious Antoinette, Visit Rose, Grandma Marie, Grandma Papa, Grandma Annette, all the gracious George, Grandma Dorothy's, teacher learnings, all the lessons of the Wizardesses of Us, and Wizards of Us, and we all ours, and animals, lots more there, and Malcolm's and Shirley's, put that before it, and we have, of course, our Rachel's and Rosalind's Flowers, we have what do we have before that? We have our Lynn's and Jenny's and Leona's, and Rachel's Flowers, and Barbara's and Dan's and Vines, and lots more there, Ken Jens, Charles Jensen, Jenkins, Bonds, our current generations of females, we have our Esther's and Rachel's, and Anne Marie's and Julia and Marie's equal use, we have our Dia's Divines, our Barbara's, our Jennifer's, and even Tracy's, and lots more there, and Georgine's, and lots more there, and of course our youngest generations, we're April's and Risen's, Rose and Risen's, Angelines, all the future going to Edith's, we have our Hadassah's and Leah's, States of the Seven, Sources of Swatis, and Lighting Ladies of President, especially Vanessa Salia, and Howard's of his West, so he's equal use, and Hadassah and Brenna, Lee and Lost, Benjamin and John's, Blessed Bows and Moors are coming very, always Easter Islands, always Easter Islands, always all relatedly, all we're entering new times, always springs ever youngs, soons, la leche, parity not patriarchy, past, present, futures, ever ye's blessings.